Անհոր եւ Որդվո եւ Հոգուն Սրբո, Amen. We are all aware of the 7 deadly sins. These sins are especially familiar to those believers who receive Holy Communion every Sunday and confess their sins by saying Mirasntur. Envy is one of the sins of which we must be careful. Envy blinds the person and does not allow the individual to see the realities. The person sees the realities upside down, misjudges the issues, and considers the friends around him as enemies. Therefore, the jealous individual can love no one but him or herself. And where there is no love, emptiness is created. And where there is emptiness, the devil settles. In 1 Peter, the Bible says we must be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. The Apostle Paul says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, and it does not boast. An envious person is always looking at the accomplishments of others and can never rejoice in the success of others, even if they are his or her closest relatives, because all they focus on is what they do not have and what they want. A story that illustrates this point is as follows. On the way home in the evening, a villager sees a firefly that glowed and shone while flying. After landing on the grass, the man approaches the insect and wants to trample it. The insect becomes bitter and asks the man, "O most powerful man, what have I done to you? What do you want from me?" Then the man answers, "O insect, why do you shine?" Envy can lead us to hatred and even to commit crime. The firstborn of the first man, Cain, killed his brother Abel because God had preferred Abel's gift to his own. Envy can also lead us to many other destructive actions if we do not get rid of it. It goes hand in hand with all the sins that are known as the deadly sins. And to get rid of the oppressive and often tragic consequences of envy, you have to accept some realities. There are people who are smarter than us. There have always been and will always be people smarter than us. There are people who are wealthier than us. There have always been and always will be people wealthier than us. God has given His children unique gifts, and people are not uniform to each other and cannot be, because this is the order of the world. It is so much easier to look for what we do not have as opposed to being grateful for our God's blessings and to see how much more fortunate we are than others. And when we are not grateful for what we have, our inaccessible wishes and the dreams continue to grow and take root. Why do we forget to look around us and see the people who fight with their lives for a piece of bread? Why don't we look around to see the homeless ones who do not have a roof over their heads? Why don't we want to see the incurable patients around us who are desperately waiting for the inevitable death? And again, the series will be extended. If we want to be cured of the deadly disease of envy, we must accept and be glad for what we have. We should glorify God for His abundant and free gifts and be optimistic about our circumstances. In addition, faith without works is not a living faith. One way to cure envy is to serve those less fortunate. As a result of recognizing our blessings and serving those in need, our souls will be enlightened, our lives will be enriched, and we will be able to enjoy the infinite blessings of God bestowed upon us. Stay healthy and peaceful.